Hi, Nick Collier here, and this is my shop. Come join me. We'll have some
Okay,
fun.
well, after all of that, and you know, that's how R&D is. You go down until you hit a blank or a blind alley, and then you have to turn around, come back and start again. After all of that, we realized that that one fitting was not going to work. I mean, we tried every avenue, and it just wasn't going to work. You know, mostly because you couldn't get the screw in, or you couldn't get you couldn't cut the keyway. You know, myriad of issues that arose. So we put our heads together yesterday, Jason and I, and tried to come up with some alternate approach. And all of a sudden I realized I had a Lovejoy connector sitting on a shelf. Oh, I don't know, it's probably been sitting there 20 years and I haven't used it for anything, and it fits perfect. Well, it did fit perfect. Oh, I know. It does fit perfect like that. Of course, it's loose right now, but this diameter is too small, and this diameter needs to have a square in it. So what we've done is I've ordered a square brooch, half-inch square brooch, and we'll just run the brooch through there, and that'll square this hole up, and then come in and turn this hole down just a little bit. I mean, I'm seeing maybe 30 thousandths to get that to fit. So then we slide it on here, and we slide the motor up to here, and then we take this off and put a screw in this end with a washer and tighten it up onto the shaft here, and then tighten this one up onto this shaft, and we have a mate or mating. And it's loose enough to be able to kind of wobble around if it's out of alignment just a little bit. Standard product, good tool. So we're waiting for the brooch to show up, and also to machine these parts, and so the brooch is, you know, I got it on eBay, so it's probably a week out, and I'm ready to kind of continue with this project. So the plug I made the other day, I'm going to use that and push that in, or screw it into this hole. Now, we're not going to use this system in the end result, but for now it will screw into the hole, and the motor will slide into place. Did I get it far enough in? Yeah. Hello. And the Lovejoy is going to go, hang on, in place of that part right there. So we know what this measurement is, and in correspondence with the wall of the nutcracker. So now what we can do is we can come in and build our shields for the nutcracker. Well, not shields, but mounts and shield. So this is pretty snug. I don't think, maybe it has a 1/8 of an inch. Maybe what we want to do is get this to be just right. So we're going to come in and trim out maybe a 1/4 inch of that. Yeah, that looks good. So we're just gonna take a little bit of this wood off.
I'll be back.
Okay, we're square. So let's, now we've got to figure out where our holes are going to be. It's certainly going to be, let's blow that off real quick like. going to be somewhere close to those lines. So, not close to the lines, but in between the lines. So I think what we're going to do is figure out what that line is and go from there. All right, so now we're going to go from this top edge down. What was our measurement? 1593. So what we want to do first is get a corner. And things are not as accurate as they could be here because it doesn't really matter. So we're just going to point an edge . There's our edge. And so we want to come down 1593. One, nine, three. All right, there's the beginning. Now it's going to be 3/4 of an inch on this side. Is it? No. It's going to be 1 inch on that side. Yes. So let's bring this over. Point it to the edge. And it'll be a 1/2 inch. And that should be where our first hole is going to go. Now our next hole, we're gonna have to go over and measure.
Be right back.
Okay, our next hole is 4775, someplace down in here. Should be about right there. Now this next set of holes is going to be a little bit tricky. All right, so we've got this level and this level. It was level. There we go. And now what we need to do is come from this screw or bolt over and figure out how much height we have. Well, actually, how's this for level? Nope, that's not level at all. Okay, so then we come over with a straight edge. Just slightly under what we want to be. So 317 thousandths lower than this ledge here. So that's pretty straightforward. So 317, and at this point all we're doing is guessing, because we don't even know if these brackets are going to work. That looks like about center. We're at 1 inch 47 thousandths.
Yeah.
The 1047 comes off of this corner here. No, it doesn't. Oh, that's after this is bent. Okay. That's it. So we're going to come back to 1 inch. And then 1047. That looks better. This still doesn't look great. So we're going to take a measurement from this hole. And we'll be back again. Okay, well here Jason and I put our heads together and tried to figure this out. It's very confusing, mostly because we're taking measurements from that angle, assuming that we're going to bend it. And once the bend happens, everything changes. So, well, it worked, but eventually.